All right. Peace and wellness, family. I hope that y'all are well and happy and whole and all that good stuff. I am the Queen Poe, and the intention for this video is for us to discuss our upcoming full moon in Cancer that is peaking on January 13th at 5:26 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this is the first full moon of the new year according to the Gregorian calendar, and the last full moon of the lunar new year, right? The lunar new year this year, I believe, is on January 29th, right? So this is the last full moon of the lunar new year and the first full moon of the new year according to the Gregorian calendar. Okay, so I'm very excited to get into this full moon in Cancer. We'll be discussing the meaning of this planetary alignment. We'll talk about how it may impact our energy, and of course, we are going to identify some practices, including some journal prompts, crystals, and herbs, and all that good stuff that you can utilize to have this energy work in your favor for your wellness and just be well during this full moon. Y'all see Salam? Y'all see Salam during this full moon in Cancer energy. He got his little stick, y'all. He tried to show me his little treat. Okay, I see it. But family, of course, I got to give y'all a little life update first. All right. So life update number one. Y'all know I live in the Atlanta now, okay, and we got some snow. And the snow is snowing, y'all. Y'all know, to a New Yorker, this is just a little pinch of snow. But what I've realized is that for Atlanta, this is definitely a big deal. This is a big deal because they're not used to any kind of snow. Okay, so this little pinch of snow for Atlanta shut the city down. Everything was shut down. Like when I say everything, I'm talking about the stores, everything was shut down. And I'm so glad I followed my spirit and went ahead and got some groceries before the snow came, because I was like, at first I was like, I know this is going to be a little pinch of snow. I was like, I know a lot of people are going to be staying in the house. I'll just go walk to the store, with after the snowfall, because I know it's gonna be a little. I'll be able to walk. I got my snow boots. I know what I'm doing. I'm so glad I didn't do that, and I just followed my spirit and went ahead and got the groceries, because the grocery stores was closed. Like, they did not play. I said, "Oh wow!" But thankfully, where I am, I live in Midtown area. So it's very, it's like city center. So our streets were cleared pretty quickly. Thank God we had power, water, all of that stuff. But a lot of people in the metro areas were affected. They lost power and water and things like that. So I'm sending a lot of love and wellness to anybody, who was affected by the snowstorms. And I also want to send a lot of love and wellness and prayers and all that good energy to everybody who's in California that's been affected by the wildfires that's happening. That is just crazy to see the devastation that's going on due to the wildfires. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Honestly, y'all, like when people are showing the aftermath, like the streets are essentially cleared, right? Like all of the houses burned down in Altadena and different areas. It looks like something out of like a doomsday movie. It really looks crazy, So again, sending a lot of love, healing, restoration energy, speedy recovery energy, wellness energy, peace and calm energy to any and everyone who's affected, all of the firefighters and public servants who are working to stop the fires. Sending y'all a lot of love and wellness energy out there in Cali. It is real, okay? And things like that can happen anywhere. I know a lot of people talking about California, but we have to remember that this is the year of 9, right? This is an Oya year, and I'll do a video. I'm gonna wait until closer to the Lunar New Year to do it. I'm gonna do a video for a reading for the year video where I'll get more in detail about that, right? About the year of 9 and what it means and what it looks like. But that's what year of 9 energy looks like, right? One of the ways it looks, right? I want y'all to study the Orisha Oya, right? I kept telling y'all over and over and over, the year of 9 is a year of transformation and rebirth. 9 is Oya's number. This is an Oya year, and Oya is the Orisha of change and transformation. Oya comes in through big events, right? Through storms, hurricanes, things like that, wildfires, right? Things like that. So just be mindful of that, right? So this is not the first and this is not the last of those types of things. I kept telling y'all, mind the weather, watch things like that, right? Because the wind is a big contributor to why the wildfires are spreading the way they're spreading and the effects of the embers. I kept telling y'all, be mindful, be mindful, be mindful. This is not going to be the last of things like that you see during this year, like crazy wild events. So again, it's just something to be mindful of, and I'll go more in detail when I do the reading of the year, and talk more about like yeah, energy and some things that you can do to be well and prepare for that energy. Okay, I'll talk more about that, but let's get into this upcoming full moon in Cancer, family. Okay, that is peaking on the 13th. Wait. Okay, one more thing. Hold on, holiday. One more thing before we get to the full moon in Cancer. Y'all, today is 111 day. And if you follow me on socials or if you are in the wellness community, I gave a quick breakdown of 111, right? And the power of the 111 portal, today being a 111 day. I'll just quickly touch on it here. I talked about how essentially 111, January 11th, 111 is a day of master understanding. And we come to that through our math, right? Because you did not do your math, right? So the number 11 is a number of mastery. 111 is a number of mastery. And of course, 111, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. That is a number of understanding. And then if you add up all the math for today, that brings us to 12, right? Because this is a year of 9. 9 plus 3 is 10, 11, 12. Okay. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. So it still brings us to 3. And 3 is the number of understanding. So today is a master understanding day, right? So today is a beautiful day to elevate your understanding of self. Okay. To elevate your understanding of family and others. And the reason we come to that is because today on this 111 day, we have the moon resting in Gemini conjunct with Jupiter, our planet of expansion, right? And the moon, of course, is our divine feminine energy. It is our source, our divine feminine source, right? Our emotion body. And Jupiter is our planet of expansion and abundance, okay? They are conjunct in the 4th house, okay? The 4th house is all about home. It's all about self. It's all about parents. It's all about family. That's 4th house energy. So when you have the moon and Jupiter conjunct in the 4th house, it gives us the opportunity to expand our inner understanding of our own emotions, our family, receive spiritual message through the gifts of being an empath, emotional connection, energetic connection between self and others, right? So these are some things that you can do today. Today is a good day to have a lot of conversation with family to gain a deeper understanding of who they are, where they are in life. You may want to put some phone calls in, sit down with your tribe and just talk and build, but also sit down with self and really reflect on your own emotional state. Where are you right now? How are you feeling right now? You know, what are some things that are going on with you internally? How are your emotions showing up? Where are you with regard to your emotional intelligence and your ability to practice emotional intelligence, right? Today is also a good day to really sit down and unpack and analyze your divine feminine energy. How is your divine feminine energy showing up in you? How is your divine feminine energy manifesting internally and externally, right? Because that moon energy is all about divine feminine energy. So that is the 111 portal today. I wouldn't necessarily advise manifesting physical things today, right? Because we are in a shadow period of the full moon in Cancer, right? So full moon shadow period, and also Jupiter, our planet of expansion and abundance, which the moon is conjunct with in the 4th house, is retrograde, right? And as we know, retrogrades can bring some challenges to expansions and abundance. So I wouldn't necessarily advise manifesting physical things in this moment. It's a good time to just sit, be reflective, understand how your divine feminine energy is showing up and manifesting within you internally and externally. Also gain a deeper understanding of others, especially in your family, your home, their emotional state. Just do some check-ins on your loved ones right now. Make sure everybody is good and just build with people and tap into your spiritual gift of being an empath, right? This is a good day for the empaths to really connect, ground in that spiritual gift, receive spiritual messages through that. Okay, so wanted to give that quick breakdown of the 111 portal day, and I know y'all probably like, it's late, but if you follow me on socials, you got it at 4. I posted it at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. this morning. If you follow me on the socials, or if you in the wellness community, you got the notes. Early this morning, I was up early, spirit hours, and posted it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Now let's get into this full moon in Cancer, y'all. Now, full moons are all about revealing and releasing. It also gives us the opportunity to reflect, right? And Cancer is a cardinal water sign. Cancer is all about being able to go with the flow. Cancers are also super nurturing energy, heavy divine feminine energy within itself. As we know, the full moon is Yemoja, the divine mother, the queen mother Orisha, right? The full moon is all about divine feminine energy. So we have a lot of divine feminine energetic flow happening right now. Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, divine feminine energy is centered in the sacral chakra as well as our solar plexus chakras, okay? And the third eye as well. So this is a very intuitive time. Cancer energy is super intuitive, but this is also a super creative energy that we are in. That's that divine feminine energy and also very nurturing, okay? So just be mindful of that. This is a good time to nurture self and others. This is a good time to practice a lot of self-care, right? And when I say self-care, I want you to be revolutionary and innovative with regard to how you show up in your self-care practices. You know, don't do your usuals. And let me not say don't do. Let me not tell you what not to do. Who am I? Who am I to tell you what not to do? Let me not tell you not to do what you don't usually do. I'm just going to challenge you to do something different. Add something new to your repertoire of self-care, right? Add something new to your repertoire of how you nurture yourself, okay? So just be mindful of that. Be aware of that. Be aware that this is a good time to just really study what do you need right now. In the wellness community, we've been talking about this a lot. This has been coming up a lot recently. Like, what do you need to be well right now, internally and externally? What do you need to be well? Really ask yourself, what are my needs? What is my spirit calling me to do? How does my spirit want to be nurtured right now? Because what we have to realize is that when we nurture ourselves from a spiritual space, you elevate your spiritual gift. You open up that third eye energy. You clear those blockages, those chakra blockages, right? When you nurture yourself from a spiritual space. So that's why I challenge you to do something outside of the box of your norm of self-care. Really tap into your spirit and ask your spirit, what do you need right now to be well and to be elevated, and do that thing. And it may be something simple, right? Like in the wellness community, we was talking about breath work, right? We was watching Eckhart Tolle's newest sit down with Oprah on her new podcast. And, you know, that got us into talking about, you know, the power of breath work and how that really helps clear the mind, right? And settles the mind. So that tap it into your breath work, right? Doing a breath work in a new revolutionary way. That may be a simple practice that you need to be well right now that will clear those chakras, that will open up that third eye and help elevate your spiritual gift as you desire. Okay. So nurture yourself, all right? Take care of yourself during this time and really mind your wellness. And as we know, we need to mind our wellness because of the season. Y'all, there's all kinds of things that's going on. You got the respiratory sakalakato virus that I told y'all about last time. You got the neurovirus. You got all kinds of things going on. All kinds of things just happening. Okay? Take care of yourself. Okay? Take care of your wellness. Love on you, okay? Love on you and do what you need to be well, all right? Now let's talk about some other planetary alignments that may affect this full moon in Cancer energy. Let me go to my notes, y'all. Wellness community, as usual, you don't need to take notes by hand because they'll be placed in the Patreon. However, if you are not in the wellness community, go ahead and take them notes by hand. All right. And rewind the video if you need to. And then go ahead and get in the wellness community. It's right down there. Look at the scroll to tell you how to do it. Don't ask. Look at the scroll. It'll tell you how to do it. It's only $5 a month. In the words of Martin, it's $5. Get the $5. You got to be a real Martin fan to know that episode. I'm not giving them the $5, Gina. You gotta be a real Martin fan to know that reference. The $5. It's only $5 a month. Huh? Join the tribe for the $5. Okay? Now, other planetary alignments that will impact this full moon in Cancer energy. We have Mars retrograde conjunct with the full moon in Cancer. Mars is our planet of action. Okay? And Mars right now is retrograde. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, I told y'all when we talked about the new moon and how that new moon energy was going to carry us through the new year. Okay? I done told y'all multiple times. This is not the time to take action, right? This is not the time to plant your seeds. This is the time to vision. I told y'all that. This is the time to vision. Now, I know right now a lot of folks are feeling scattered. They're feeling like, I want to. I feel like I want to do something. I feel like I should be doing something. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Wellness community, this came up in our previous conversation a lot, right? That's not a bad thing, right? Feeling like I want to do something. I need to be doing something. What you need to be doing is visioning. You need to be sitting still and visioning. Vision, what do you want your harvest to look like? Mars, our planet of action, is retrograde. That will bring challenges to our ability to rest. You'll feel like you want to do something, but not know what to do. You'll feel like you want to move, but not know how to move or where to move to or what you should be doing right now. It's because you're not supposed to be moving. Mars is retrograde. You're not supposed to be taking action. You're supposed to be being still. So I know you feel jittery and you feel like I want to accomplish something. You feel like I want to do something. Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. I'm not going to tell you again. Remember your mamas used to say, sit your ass down. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't even breathe. Go ahead and breathe, though. Do your breath work, but sit down. Okay? Sit down. Vision. Vision. If you feel jittery, you feel scattered, you feel like you're supposed to be moving, that is okay. Mars is retrograde. That's all right. That's what you're supposed to be feeling. You are in alignment. But sit your ass down. Sit down. Now. Where's my belt? Sit down. Vision, 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 vision. Okay? What do you want your harvest to look like? Okay, the autumn equinox that brings us harvest season. The spring equinox is the time that we plant our seeds. This time right now, winter solstice, winter solstice, this time right now, this is when you are supposed to be in your vision season, rest and vision. What do you want the harvest to look like? You cannot have a harvest. You cannot plant the seeds for the harvest if you do not have a vision of what you want the harvest to be. Sit down and vision, okay? Mars retrograde conjunct with this full moon in Cancer, okay, is calling us to be still, but your emotions are super active. That Cancer energy is all about emotions. It's all about the divine feminine, right? It's also about creativity. So your emotions are feeling like I need to be moving. I need to be doing something. I'm telling you, if you are going to do anything, create something that is a manifestation of your vision, right? So do some vision boarding, do some scripting, do something like that. Or as I was telling some of the queens and wellness community, you could do free play, right? Tap into your inner child work and practice some free play. That is okay to do it. When I say free play, I'm talking about inner child work free play, jumping rope, hula hooping, drawing, painting, sculpting, doing some pottery, writing some poems. Go write a poem. I ain't heard a good poem in a minute. Go write a damn poem. Do some slam. Okay? Write a poem. Write a book. Do something. Okay? Something creative. Something that comes from that divine feminine space. That is what you can do during this time to help get some of that I need to move, I need to do something energy flowing and out, right? To help release some of that. Okay. So be mindful of that. I'm also going to tell you something else you got to be mindful of, because opposing this full moon in Cancer, we have Mercury. Opposing. Oppositions bring us beef. Oppositions bring us smoke. This is not the time for me to say smoke. Oppositions bring us problems, okay? Challenges, Oppositions bring us challenges, okay? Mercury, which is direct, is opposing this full moon in Cancer, and Mars retrograde in Cancer. Mercury is our planet of communication, agreements, transportation, personal technology. Family, full moons are about reflecting, revealing, and releasing. Be mindful of the revelations that will be communicated during this time because they may bring some challenges. Be mindful of the revelations that are communicated during this time because they may bring some challenges, and those challenges will be addressed during the new moon. Okay, we have a new moon in Aquarius at the end of the month. Okay, I'm telling y'all, things will be communicated privately and publicly. You probably will see some revelations on the news, some things, some contracts and agreements broken. That's going to be communicated on the news, in the media, things like that. You'll see those types of things, but also in your personal life. I'm telling y'all, hear me closely. Revelations of broken agreements, broken contracts, revelations communicated. Okay, things coming from an emotional space. Okay, people communicating from a very emotional space and taking action to break agreements from very emotional spaces and broken agreements that will affect people's emotions, your personal emotions, as well as mass. Okay. Okay, I'm telling y'all, and this full moon in Cancer shadow period lasts until the 16th. Okay, so just be mindful, be calm, be still. Huh? Take notes because these revelations are what you will address in our new moon in Aquarius that comes later, end of the month. Okay, so just be still. This is the time to just listen. Mind your emotions. For agreements, do not take anything personal. Okay, mind your emotions, mind your emotional attachments. All right, okay, mind that. All right, and then lastly, and I'm gonna get there, because Sister Queen said, within the last few days, my sexual energy and libido has been off the charts, almost too much for me to bear. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. It's because trining this full moon in Cancer, we have Venus, Neptune, and Saturn. Venus is our planet of love, relationships, beauty, and value, trying to bring us harmony. Y'all finna be fucking. This the time. This is the time that sexual full moons are divine feminine energy. Full moons is that sacral chakra. Okay? Full moon is that sexual energy. Okay? Full moon is your sensuality. This is the time that, yes, your sexual energy, your desire to make love, your desire to feel sensual, your desire to tap into that divine feminine, ooh, come and get it. I want to sit on it. It's up. It's up. That Venus trining, that planet of love, relationships, beauty, good sex. This the time. This the time. Since you are in alignment, okay? Boom, boom, turn up. Me tell her mine is not the issue because my boom, boom turned up. And I must up because my boom, boom turn up. This is the time. I'm telling y'all, okay? This is it. So find you a lover and get into it. If you don't have a lover, get your roses right. Moist coconut oil on them fingers. Do whatever you got to do. Get that energy, release some of that energy. Okay? Do what you got to do. But this is the time for that. Now, Neptune, our planet of spirituality, as I said, Neptune is trining. Okay? Neptune, again, trines bring us harmony. Neptune, our planet of spirituality. A lot of good dreams, delivering spiritual messages. Also, enhanced spiritual gifts centered in intuition, centered in empathy. Full moon in Cancer. Cancer is naturally intuitive, naturally empathetic, naturally nurturing, heavy divine feminine energy, naturally spiritual beings. When you have Neptune, our planet of spirituality, trining our full moon in Cancer, it's going to elevate that spiritual energy. It's going to elevate our intuition. Okay. So this is a good time to tap into that intuition. Pay close attention to your dreams. Make sure you are keeping up with that dream journal. Okay, keep up with it. All right. Keep up with it, because I'm telling y'all, everything that's happening now, we will revisit during the new moon in Aquarius. I keep telling y'all that because it's important. So pay attention to the revelations. Pay attention to the messages that you are getting in your dreams that's being spiritually communicated with you. Pay attention to your empath gift, right? Your gift of empathy. Pay attention to the emotions that you are feeling from others, okay? Especially your loved ones, especially from your family members. Pay attention to that. Write it down, okay? You have a thought of somebody, you know how like somebody crosses your mind? Pay attention to the emotions you feel when that person crosses your mind. You feel the urge to call somebody, to reach out, call them, but pay attention to the emotions that you feel when you connect with them, when you think of them, and when you talk to them. Pay attention to the emotions you feel. I'm telling you, there's a lot of spiritual messages that's going to come through the spiritual gift of being an empath right now. It is in the planets, it's in the stars, it is aligned. Okay, that Neptune trine is bringing it. Okay, now Saturn, our planet of restrictions and boundaries, is also trining. Now, this is, and I essentially already told y'all to sit down. I told y'all that, okay? So when you have Saturn trining a full moon in Cancer, a lot of your, again, I can't say it enough, because full moons naturally elevate the tide. We are more than 70% water, so it's naturally elevating that divine feminine energy. Cancer is also very emotional, water sign, very emotional, very intuitive, very centered in divine feminine energy. So emotions are elevated. But when you have that boundaries and restrictions trining, it's going to be important right now for you to practice in order to be well. Because remember, these practices are about maintaining your wellness and utilizing this energy for your wellness. So in order to be well, it's going to be important for you to really stick to your boundaries and restrictions right now. That is going to work for your wellness. This is not the time to flex and fold. This is the time to really set your boundaries, be firm in your boundaries, and don't allow nobody back that's going to trigger you, that's going to trigger your emotions, that's going to play with you, that's going to play on you. Don't allow nobody to enter your life that does not have respect for your emotional wellness, okay? Stick to your boundaries. Don't fold. Don't have nobody around you who does not consider your emotional well-being. Stick to your boundaries and your restrictions. Don't fold. I'm just going to make it plain. Be firm in your boundaries and restrictions. Okay? I'm just making it plain. You can love people from a distance, but when someone shows you who they are, believe them. If they disregarded your emotions in the past, they'll do it again. Okay? If they disregarded your emotional wellness in the past, they will do it again. Stick to those boundaries. Okay? You can love people from a distance. You can pray for people from a distance. Okay? You can wish them well from a distance. Okay? All right. So I think we touched on everything. We talked about the full moon in Cancer that is peaking on the 13th with the shadow period ending on the 16th. And we are in the midst of the shadow period right now. We talked about how that full moon in Cancer is conjunct with Mars retrograde, our planet of action, right? And we are really in the space that we need to be sitting still, envisioning, despite the fact that your mind may be a little scattered, your energy may be a bit scattered, but that's that retrograde energy. You have the desire to move and do something, but the challenge message for you is going to be to do something creative that is a reflection of your vision, right? So vision boarding and things like that. Okay. We also talked about how we have Mercury opposing. I told y'all to pay attention to communications of broken agreements, broken contracts. I'm telling y'all to pay attention to communications of revelations. Things will be revealed in a personal life and public, right? That will affect the masses that are really centered in broken agreements, broken contracts, okay? That will affect a large amount of people, especially in an emotional way. So just be mindful of that. I also told you that trining this full moon in Cancer, we have Venus, our planet of love, relationships, beauty, and all that good stuff. So this is a time to tap into that good sacral chakra energy. Okay, that sensuality, that divine feminine energy, and bounce on it, dance, bounce on it, dance, bounce on it, dance, bounce on it, dance, bucking, bucking, bucking. It's a good time. It's a good time. Okay, find a face and ride it. Okay, now we also have Saturn, our planet of restrictions and boundaries. Respect your own restrictions, respect your boundaries. Okay, protect your emotional wellness. And lastly, we have Neptune, our planet of spirituality, trining this full moon in Cancer. And Neptune is all about receiving those spiritual messages, tapping into that intuition, and receiving a lot of spiritual messages through the spiritual gift of being an empath, that divine feminine energy. Overall, y'all, this is really a divine feminine time. So you really want to focus on those divine feminine sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra points, and that third eye chakra. Do a lot of cleansing of those spaces, really mind those spaces. I have a whole video on chakras where I break down how to know if your chakras are unblocked are blocked or overactive, and things that you can do to be well, to really balance out those chakra points. I have a whole video on that, but I'll also give y'all some crystals and some herbs to help with that as well. But first, let's get into these journal prompts, Sean. Okay. Now, wellness community, these journal prompts y'all already have. So these journal prompts are not new for the wellness community. We talked about this, y'all. So the journal prompts I'm giving today, this is going to be new for people who are not in the wellness community. Within the community, we did a family meeting. Our first family meeting of the year was centered around deconstructing from major religions, right? From Christianity, Islam, major religions, Hinduism, Buddhism, etc. Right? So we talked about the art of deconstruction and what that looks like and how it impacted you. So before the meeting, I gave 5 journal prompts to help people think about their journey of deconstruction. So I wanted to share those journal prompts with everyone else. So again, wellness community, these journal prompts will not be new for you, but if you are not in the wellness community, they are new for you. So I'm going to read those journal prompts. All right, get into it. First journal prompt: how has growing up in a mainstream religion holistically impacted you? Consider the impact of your relationship with self, your relationship with God or higher source, the way you view the world, other people and their choices, your confidence, judgments, gender roles, sex, relationships, mindset, abundance mentality, etc. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. First journal prompt: how has growing up in a mainstream religion holistically impacted you? Consider the impact of your relationship with self, your relationship with God or higher source, the way you view the world, other people's and their choices, your confidence, judgments, gender roles, sex, relationships, mindset, abundance, etc. Okay. Second journal prompt: what are some religious concepts that you've had to unlearn? And what was the process that you used to unlearn those concepts? What are some religious concepts that you've had to unlearn? And what was the process that you used to unlearn those concepts? How did unlearning these concepts help you on your spiritual journey? Third journal prompt: what are some religious concepts or practices that you choose? Oh, thank you, Maisha. I appreciate the love offering. Thank you for the cash app. Much love, and may it be abundantly, abundantly returned unto you. I appreciate you. Third journal prompt: what are some religious concepts or practices that you choose to hold on to, and how does it help your spiritual journey? What are some religious practices and concepts that you choose to hold on to, and how does it help your spiritual journey? Like, one of the things for me, and a lot of us talked about it in the tribe, is that I still listen to gospel music, right? That's one of the things I still listen to. The way I pray and the way I still start my prayers. I pray Islamic prayer. I start my prayers Bismillah Rahman Rahim. I start my prayers that way all the time with my Bismillah. Okay, so that's some of the practices that I still utilize, that still serve my wellness, and I still implement to this day. Okay, so you answer that question for you. Okay, now the fourth journal prompt: what is your present relationship with religion as a whole? How does your relationship with religion impact your relationship with your family and friends? Why? The fifth journal prompt: how does your view of traditional / mainstream religion connect with your view of African traditional religions? How does your view of traditional or mainstream religion connect with your view of African traditional religions? What are some similarities and differences in your views of both? Okay, so those were some journal prompts that we discussed as a community, the wellness community discussed. And also, if you missed that family meeting, it was recorded and the replay is available. Okay, so you can watch the full replay and the whole discussion. But I just wanted to share those with y'all because they were very impactful journal prompts and they really helped to facilitate a great conversation. So you may want to share those journal prompts with your tribe, right, with your friends, with your family, and sit down and have these conversations about deconstruction, right? If you are on a spiritual journey, if you have a very religious family, you may want to sit with them and just kind of help. It helps to facilitate some of those tough conversations centered around having a shift between religion and spirituality, or going from being super religious to being a free-flowing spiritualist. I identify as a free-flowing spiritualist, right? I flow freely. I do my own thing, right? I don't like to fit in any category or any boxes of anything. Your boxes aren't big enough to hold the big body, big mama queen, huh? Your box ain't big enough, baby, to hold it. Big mama, big mama. Okay. So I identify as a free flowing spiritualist. All right. But you do you. Okay. So those are just some journal prompts to help facilitate your thinking and facilitate the conversation. All right. Now let's get into these crystals and herbs. Okay. Crystals and herbs. Now, these crystals and herbs are all centered around balancing your emotions, emotional wellness, remaining calm, remaining peaceful during this time. Thank you, Melinda. I appreciate the love offering. Shaquita as well. Much love to y'all. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, and I've been blessing a lot of folks. Okay, to help them through the fires as well. I have people in California as well as, of course, here in Atlanta. That's so I really appreciate these love offerings because I keep it in the flow. I keep it in the flow, so it's being restored, and will likely return back into the flow. Okay, thank y'all so much. I appreciate it, Ella. I see you. Much love to you as well, and again, may it be abundantly returned to you. Now, these crystals and herbs again are all centered around emotional wellness, this Cancer energy, that full moon energy, a very intense emotional energy. So I wanted to give y'all some crystals and herbs that will help keep you calm, help clear the mind, especially with that Mars retrograde leading for a lot of people to feel scattered and to feel all over the place and feel like they need to be doing something. These crystals and herbs are going to kind of help ground you in that root chakra, really ground you in your emotion body, that sacral and that solar plexus, really help elevate your creativity. Okay. So crystals, first crystal is going to be red jasper. Red jasper is for red jasper. I said jasper. Red jasper is for relieving stress and elevating peace as well as confidence. Red jasper. Labradorite is for emotional balance and peace energy. Moonstone is to elevate the divine feminine energy and intuition. Okay. Vida, I appreciate it. Much love. Thank you. Thank you, Vida. Aquamarine is for calming the scattered mind. Aquamarine, calming the scattered mind. When you feel like you're mentally all over the place, you don't know what you want to do, go up, go down. Aquamarine helps with that. Chrysocolla is for elevating peaceful, divine, feminine energy. Elevating peaceful, divine, feminine energy, chrysocolla. Okay, so red jasper, labradorite, moonstone, aquamarine, as well as chrysocolla. Now, herbs. For these herbs, I'm going to do it a little different this time where I usually just tell you what the herb is for, but I'm going to tell you what the herb is for and I'm going to tell you the chakra that it's aligned with, okay? Because I'm honestly, y'all, when I do these, I follow my spirit, right? So I really, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about my process, right? I'm never just like, oh, coming up off top of my head with this. I really sit and I meditate on the energy, right? And I sit in silence. I practice a lot of silent meditation and I sit and I meditate and I get my messages, my spiritual messages of like, what is the energy? What is happening? What should we be doing? Right? I really like follow that. And one of the things that's been coming up very heavy is a lot of chakra work, right? And being very intentional about making sure that we are doing things and for me to explain like what chakra are these aligned with, right? And why you need to be intentional about focusing on these specific areas and doing this, taking this herb for this specific reason and stuff like that. So again, I'm going to do it a little different this time. I'm going to tell you what chakra this herb is good for. Okay. So bergamot is for protection and peace, but specifically for the throat and the crown chakra. Okay. So again, go back and watch that chakra video. And if you find that you have blocked or overactive chakra points, if any of these areas, these are the herbs that you want to use. And I'm going to tell you how to use them. So for the bergamot, I would heavily advise diffusing it or taking a spiritual bath or making a salve, okay, with the bergamot, all right? And you can make a salve by simply, you can mix it with some coconut oil. You can add it to some type of shea butter, one of the butters, but make a salve with the bergamot and you can rub that on the chakra points, okay? Again, I would also advise diffusing it, okay? If you don't have bergamot, you can use a patchouli. You can also use any of the mints, okay? A eucalyptus would be good. A peppermint would be good, okay? For the same purposes. And then with the peppermint, the eucalyptus, you could also make a tea with any of those as well, okay? This herb, devil's shoestring. If you don't have devil's shoestring, you could also use Hijana Conqueror as well. You can sub either or. This one is for removing intuitive blockages, protection, and grounding. This is for third eye and root chakra. Okay, yes, bergamot essential oil would be good. I see you. Bergamot essential oil would be good. Devil's shoestring. And again, if you don't have devil's shoestring, get Hijana Conqueror for the same thing. Black walnut for the for the devil's shoestring or the Hijana Conqueror, you want to make a mojo bag. You can also add these to why is the name is slipping me right now, okay? But essentially you can hang them above your bed, okay? And this will really help clear your dreams. So if you are a person where you have a lot of dreams in one night, or you are a person where you don't always remember your dreams, hanging Hijana Conqueror or devil's shoestring over your bed or at least over your headboard at night will help to clear your dreams and help you have better dream recall. So devil's shoestring, Hijana Conqueror. But okay, you can also make a mojo bag with them and carry them with you throughout the day as well. Okay. Kenya, much love. I appreciate the love offering. Thank you, Kenya. Yes, drink. Not a drink catcher. That's not the one I'm thinking of, Kenya. But it's another name for it. But you could also add the devil shoestring or Hijana Conqueror to a drink catcher and do the same. Use it the same way. Okay. Black walnut is the third herb. Black walnut is good for a spiritual bath. You take a black walnut bath, and this is good. And I thought about this because of the Venus, right? I told y'all we have Venus trining. And if you are a person where you are coming out of a toxic relationship, you are dealing with some residual emotional imbalance due to heartbreak, right? A black walnut bath is good for that. It's good for cleansing the energy of toxic love, releasing any negative energy that is deriving from broken hearts. Okay, so black walnut baths are good for, I already said what they're good for, but good for the heart chakra, solar plexus, as well as your root chakra. Okay, and again, you want to take a spiritual bath, do a black walnut bath for that. Okay. The fourth herb is going to be tobacco. Tobacco is good for elevating the intuition and opening your roads, clearing your path. And this is going to be good for the crown chakra, the third eye, as well as the root. Okay. Tobacco. And then the last herb is going to be garlic. Garlic is good for dispelling negative energy and protection. And that is going to be for the root chakra. And with the garlic, you can chew the garlic clove whole if you want to. You can chop it up and add it to some honey and take a teaspoon of honey with the garlic clove. Okay. You can also hang the garlic clove over your bed. All right. Or yes, you can hang the garlic clove over your bed, or the whole bowl of garlic. That's what I wanted to say. I was thinking of the name. The whole bowl of garlic, you can hang that over your bed if you want to, just to help dispel negative energy. If you find yourself having like dark dreams, like nightmares, things like that, you're waking up not feeling rested, not feeling well, hanging the garlic clove is really good for that. If you're having a lot of unrest at night, like you're just feeling very jittery, a lot of tossing and turning, hanging the garlic clove along with that devil's shoestring or High John the Conqueror is very good for that as well. Add some rosemary to that too. If you're having a difficult time resting right now, rosemary, lavender, High John the Conqueror, or devil's shoestring, and that garlic clove, and put that in a mojo bag or add it to a bundle of flowers, a bushel of flowers. You want to do like field of joys. Okay. You can do lilies would be good. Sunflowers would be good. Roses would be good. Do a white rose or a yellow rose would be good, but make a bundle of that and hang it over your bed. Okay. Hang it over your bed, or at least at the threshold of your bedroom before you go to sleep. Okay. And that will kind of help clear your dreams and help you sleep better and have more clarity when you wake up feeling more rested. Okay. So that's it. That's all, family. This full moon in Cancer peaks on the 13th, and the shadow period will last into the 16th. Okay. And we are in the midst of the shadow period now. Remember what I said about the energy. Practicing your emotional wellness, tapping into your divine feminine energy. Okay, making sure that you are clearing any blockages that you have, especially in that sacral chakra area. Really tapping into your creativity, tapping into your inner child work, expressing joy however you desire. Okay, this is really just a time to be still, reflect, pay attention to the revelations in personal life as well as in the world. Okay, especially ones that are centered in broken agreements. And pay attention to the broken agreements right now, okay? Because there's a lot of lessons. My nose is running a little. There's a lot of lessons that will come from the broken agreements right now. And they're not necessarily bad things. They're good things, okay? There's a lot of lessons that will be learned. So pay attention to the broken agreements that will affect the world, because you will learn a lot of personal lessons from them. Lessons that you can apply to your life, but also don't take anything personally. Okay, so this is a good learning time right now. And again, tap into your intuition and that spiritual gift of being an empath, because that's where a lot of your spiritual messages will come from. And pay close attention to your dreams. Tighten up on that dream journal. As soon as you wake up, write down your dream, the signs and the omens that you're getting, and pay attention to the revelations that you are getting right now, because they will come back into play during our new moon in Aquarius that's coming at the end of the month. And remember, this is the last full moon of the Lunar New Year, okay? Because the Lunar New Year is January 29th this year. So this is the last full moon of the Lunar New Year, but the first full moon of the Gregorian calendar year, okay? So still impacting that year of 9, all right? And like I said, I'll do another video before the new moon. I'll do another video doing like a reading for the year and talking about the year of 9 and things that you can do to be well during that time. Okay. I love y'all dearly, family. Salam is right here sleeping. Okay. Y'all see he started the video wrecking havoc, getting y'all attention, but right now he's sleeping. Okay. I see you. He's laying down, relaxing, being peaceful, being a manifestation of his name. Okay. I love y'all dearly, family. Enjoy this full moon in Cancer energy. Take this time to rest and be well. Tap into that divine feminine energy. Create, have fun. Pay attention to your intuition. Tap into your spirituality. Elevate your spirituality, your breath work, okay? And go watch that Eckhart Tolle interview with Oprah on her new podcast on YouTube. Eckhart Tolle, Oprah. If you don't know about Eckhart Tolle, he wrote The Power of Now, A New Earth. He talks about the ego, minding the ego, how to heal the pain body and all of that. It's great. And it's only part 1. Part 2 is coming out soon, okay? I love y'all dearly, family, wellness community, mules and men. We're reading tonight. Mules and Men. I'm about to drop the link to join the Zoom. 111. I told y'all I'm dropping the link to join the Zoom. Mules and Men. We're reading tonight. Love y'all dearly, wellness community. I'll see y'all in in about an hour. We starting at 8 o'clock. I'll see y'all at 8 o'clock for Mules and Men. Everybody else, I'll see y'all for the reading of the year of 9. Okay. Much love, much wellness, and y'all have a good night, family. Much peace, y'all.